AITA for giving my wedding dress to my stepdaughter and not my daughter? Long context ahead just to let you know of the past problems that led to this. My ex-husband Travis was an abusive man, physically and sexually abusive towards me, and only verbally abusive to our kids, 33F, 30M, 29M. I was stuck in an abusive home for such a long time. I didn't even fight, I just tried my best so that he wouldn't hurt my kids physically. When the kids were 13, 10, and 9, Travis up and left one day without saying anything. He left to goodness knows where for about 5 years before coming back with a new woman and kid. I guess she was his fix because now he wanted to become a better man and father. He begged for the kids' forgiveness, and they gave it to him. Then he turned to me and said he knows I'll never forgive him, but he wanted to atone for what he had done to me. I told him I would never forgive him and just wanted him out of my sight, and we divorced. He gave me the house and car. For the next few times, I would ignore him and his wife completely if it didn't involve the kids. Then they were nothing to me. If he tried talking to me, I'll just call him an abuser because that's what he is, even after all this change. His wife tried to get me included in their life, but all I saw was some woman who stole everything I ever wanted with no fucking work. I would tell her to just stick with that monster and leave me alone. When the kids were old enough, I stopped attending events that had Travis and his wife and her kid there. I told my kids I would show up for big milestones for them, but apart from that, if they invited their dad, then it was an automatic no for me. They were sad, but they understood. I was bummed when they had many gatherings and 90% invited him, but they were adults, and I had done my part. I got with my new husband Leland, and he brought 2 kids, 32F and 30M. We got along almost instantly. I have similar hobbies with both of them, and our personalities just bounce off each other. I really love them, and I consider them my own. I told them about my past, and I guess it was surprising to see people that acknowledged the amount of pain I went through and didn't brush it off because the abuser said sorry. I've stopped trying with my children. They don't try with me and put their father before me, so I don't see the point of doing that, knowing I'll be second to him. He was allowed to meet my son's kids first, hold them first, and he was allowed to walk my other son, his gay, down the aisle when I was the one that did all the raising. I was fed up, but I didn't talk to them. They're grown, and if they can't see the amount of pain they put me through by constantly picking him, then what good does it do to talk to them? Now on to the problem. My stepdaughter is getting married, and she asked me if she could have my wedding dress as her own. At first, I was skeptical because she deserved a dress that didn't lead to an abusive marriage. I told her this, and she said she didn't care about that and really wanted to honor me. I gave her the dress and offered to pay for any modifications. It's a pretty old dress. We ended up adding flowers and tinting the white a light pink. It became absolutely beautiful, and she looked stunning. Yesterday, me and my bio daughter got to hang out at a cafe place, and during this, I started to gush about the dress and how excited I am about the wedding. My daughter got quiet and asked me if I had given the dress to my stepdaughter. I told her yes. She exploded in anger and asked why would I do that when she's my real daughter and this was supposed to be a mom and daughter thing. I told her I consider them both mine and plus, stepdaughter asked first. She stormed off with some choice words. I got calls from the other 2 kids calling me an a-hole for giving the dress to my stepdaughter. AITA? After everything they've put me through, they can't expect that I'll always pick them, plus my stepdaughter asked first. My husband is on my side and said they're just mad that I won't bend over backwards for them anymore and is happy that me and my stepdaughter are getting this bonding moment.